Despite Dad gaining promotion to the Championship, his Notts County board still were very strict on the finances. Probably down to the debts that his club find themselves in, but that's not what he was wanting to see. I'm sure he was very tempted for these job interview offers. I even had one myself from Aston Villa. And in an act of desperation, Dad decided to put a bid in for my top scorer of last season, Chimiti.
A very difficult transfer window for both of us.
Difficult one to wear, I mean, we've got no money, what do you do?
Yeah. You had no money going into a new division.
Yeah, I lost probably some good players with my loan players that I brought in for last season that helped me out. I lost them in vital positions for myself as well, so
yeah.
I had to replace them.
Yeah.
And when you got no money, you just sort of think, well, what am I going to do? So you got to go to the freebies, and you just got to hope that you've got enough money in the kitty to pay their wages, really, innit?
Yeah.
And that was even difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
At one stage, it was looking I didn't even have enough to do that, did I?
No. So let's have a look at who you did bring in. They were all free transfers because there were no money, and some loan deals where no wages were paid.
Yeah.
Ollie Shaw starting things off, Scottish striker.
Well, I lost my main striker who I was at on
Sonny
loan.
Perkins, yeah. So you brought him in. He's been out on loan at Sydney FC.
Yeah.
So he hasn't even been playing English football for a very long time at all. Afia from Brighton,
yeah.
Wing back again.
I lost me right back, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually probably better than the one that you had last season.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah.
Liam Morrison's a very good signing.
Yeah, this is probably my best signing, I think. Really,
yeah.
I was quite chuffed to get him. I mean, we had to go to the board, didn't we, and ask for extra bit of money just to pay their wages, just to accept them to come into the club. So I was lucky to get him, but I'm pleased I did.
Yeah, absolutely. Then you signed some loan signings.
Yeah, this was just to make my squad a little bit fuller, really, because I was short on players, wasn't I?
We started to have greyed out players in the sides because there just wasn't enough players in the squad to actually register. So Dad started to bring in some loan signings, Air Blaster or R Blaster. Then you signed my signing. You signed my player.
Yeah.
Yusuf Chimiti, who scored how many goals for me last season? 18 in League One.
I was happy with that. I
I bet you would.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
I bet you was. Okay, so Chimiti goes to...
He said to me, I know you're a son, didn't I? I said, yeah, all right, you do, yeah.
Unfortunately. Zach Mitchell from Charlton, centre-back again, 20 years of age. You signed quite a few centre-backs, actually, because that was 2, and you also got Nalo, who's another one.
I just think it was sort of a weak position for me, and I knew in this league it was going to be hard. I've got to sort of like make me a little bit harder to beat, really, because it's all about survival in this league, I think.
Yeah.
My first season, not getting no money to play with, I've got to try and survive, and I think getting defenders in, I really needed them, really.
Yeah, and you also brought in Reyes Cleary, who is a striker with a bit of pace, good finishing, and heading ability.
I was just a bit worried that one of my strikers got injured, and I didn't have no one else as a good enough backup, so I knew I had to get another striker in. It's finishing 15, so I'll take that.
As we mentioned, we couldn't sell any players because Dad had 10% of transfer revenue made available. So there's no point in him selling any players because you wouldn't see any of it.
Yeah.
The debts and loans are £9 million. He had very struggled. I mean,
it was that bad, wasn't it? Langstaff come to me and asked for a new contract, and I couldn't even pay him a little bit more than what was on.
No,
I just couldn't afford it. They wouldn't accept it. So
yeah,
I'm taking a chance. Yeah, I've got to take a chance with him that he stays for the 2 seasons with me now.
Yeah, you have changed tactical, of course. Last season it was like this. Yeah. You've moved it back to a ball-winning midfielder. You've changed a couple of the player roles.
Well, like I said, I've got to try and make my team a little bit harder to beat. So that's what I've done. I've filled that part of the pitch up. Hopefully the 2 players up front will do the business for me and get me enough goals. I've got to win, and I always say this to you in European games, and I've got to be winning my own games to survive in this league.
Yeah. If I did quick pick best 11, the reason why Dad has got Langstaff in this because Chimiti goes up front alongside Cleary. So you wanted to have Langstaff in there because, of course, he is your player, not the lone players. But that could be costly. Who knows? But your centre-backs gone in, look.
Yeah.
There's two of the 3 centre-backs that you signed have gone straight in there. Louis Watson probably were your best midfielder. He's fantastic. A good championship player. Okay, well, let's have a look, see who I brought in before we have a look at your schedule. We're in different leagues, which is very weird. It's the first time ever in any versus stuff that we have done, we're in different leagues. I didn't also spend any money either. It was just free signings. And I brought in 2 wingers to begin with on free transfers. Malik Wilkes and Thomas Asante, a Ghanaian striker/winger who I tend to play on the wing because he's very fast and pacey. Likes to beat the offside trap as well, which I quite like. We got George Wickens on a free transfer, who is a backup goalkeeper. We also have Daniel Jefferson on loan from Sheffield United because I don't trust Paul Mullin not getting injured for the rest of the season because he's got injured every single time we've used him so far. And Amari Hutchinson from Chelsea, who's a good centre attacking midfield option on loan. didn't have a lot of options, really. And if you take a look, I'm already over the wage budget because of that. Just bringing in, because these loan signings, not paying a penny either, just from 3 signings and letting a load of players go over my wage budget.
It's hard, man.
Very hard.
Yeah.
I don't have the debts that you do, but I don't know why I've been given hardly anything. I'm guessing it's because of the financial fair play.
Yeah.
Which is obviously what I was stung with last season.
Yeah.
So this season I need to abide by that, and hopefully I have done. I've changed tactic though. I'm going all for it this time. I'm going very much right attacking it. We've got 2 of the inverted wing backs who will fill in and help the midfield out, but 5 pretty much attacking forces going up there and trying to score some goals. We're on balanced mentality, out of possession. We're pushing up as high as we possibly can and seeing how it's going to play out. So my best 11 actually puts Jefferson up there. Doesn't play Paul Mullen, but if I put anybody in there, then Paul Mullen would just get himself injured. So many times, there's just no point.
Yeah.
So we pray for Rolls in the midfield
Poor
and
boy's
see
in there on his
how
own.
it goes. My schedule, I'm in the League One, of course. It started well for me. I haven't dropped any points in the. I've dropped 2 points, in the league. But Blackpool are second position alongside me, aren't they? So we're the only 2 teams up there with. Well, actually, to be fair, QPR have also done the same now. But we played against each other. Us and Blackpool.
So both of you are still unbeaten, really.
Yeah. Defeated Fleetwood 6-2 at the start of the season. We got through the first round against Wickham. Stevenage, another 6-2. Back-to-back 6-2s in League One. 2-1 against Bolton and Colchester. And a 2-1 in the second round against Fleetwood. And then, of course, that draw against Blackpool. And because, of course, you get 2 points for beating a Premier League side, in the third round, I drew Chelsea away. Ooh. Come on. That would be class. That would be a huge win. So, let's have a look and see what you've done, Dad. Of course, schedule in the Championship. It's better than what I thought it might have been.
Started off all right.
Big win against Norwich.
Good win at Norwich, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at home against Norwich.
Clean sheet as well.
Yeah.
A win against Warsaw in the Cup. That's fantastic. Then the losses started to come. 3 on the bounce. Stoke, Sheffield Wednesday, Hull City. Only scoring 1 goal as well.
Yeah. Then I had a hell of a game against Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite unlucky. You drew against Ipswich before that.
That was a big point there, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, a chance to gain points because they're in the Premier League.
They scored in the 92nd minute as well.
92nd minute in the EFL second round.
Could have done with that point. Could have done with
2
that
points. That would have been 2 points.
2 points, yeah. And I think that's a good draw at Millwall as well.
Yeah, good draw against Millwall. Yeah. What were you there? 1 or? Okay, so you're 3-1 up. Oh no, they did score there. So it was 2-1, 2-2, 3-2. You lost the league 3 times.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That is a shame.
And thinking about it as well, I lost one of my other main players, one of my other strikers, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
What was the reason why we lost?
McGoldrick.
Yeah. Well, he got to an age, but he wanted to be a first team player, didn't he?
He wanted to be a first team player, and he wanted double his wages.
Yeah.
He's now just a free agent, but he's only a decent League 2 player now.
I mean, I couldn't afford to pay him extra wages anyway, but he wanted to be guaranteed first team, and I can't guarantee that.
No, I mean, he scored 21 in the first season, only 11
I had
in the
to
second.
release him as well, so unfortunately,
Dave
thanks for your service,
he's
gone. So
absolutely.
That's why you didn't see him at the starting 11, sort of, really.
Okay, so
my fingers are really, really tightly crossed at this one.
For you to survive.
I've just got to survive. I'm hoping I've picked a good enough team to survive.
18th after 5 fixtures.
Yeah.
But there are some big teams below
there is.
you.
I don't like the look of that at all, really, do you?
No. Your top scorer right now is your left wing back. So hopefully, at the end of this season, I can continue my push and get myself into the Championship, and you'll still be in there.
I mean, we're looking at that now, saying look at all the teams below me, but you look at teams above me, and we had this feeling with Argyle, didn't they? With this being their first season in the Championship.
Yeah, there's never
and we were
an
looking,
easy game.
wonder what game would be a good game to go and watch, and it was like, oh, that game is. You think they're all good games to go and watch. They're all good teams in this league, aren't they?
All big clubs.
So, I'm fingers crossed, mate. I tell you, I'm really praying that I stay in this league. If you come up, then at least we'll be there together again. So.
Yeah. Season number 3 of Race to the Premier League is underway. Let's find out what happens. Dad was right to cross his fingers because he took a lot of beatings this season in the Championship, even getting tonked 3-0 by our home team, Plymouth Argyle. My new tactic at Wrexham, however, was proven very strong, despite some really tricky matches, which could stop my automatic promotion push. But hey, there are other ways of getting into the Championship, I guess. Okay. Oh, I just got promoted. Through the playoffs.
Well done. I'll take the playoffs.
Yeah.
Take the playoffs big victory, yeah.
3 points for the playoff win.
Tactic work for you.
A lot of people are questioning why the playoffs is a little bit more. We see it as a little cup, don't we? So
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean,
I'd rather go through the playoffs than
definitely, yeah.
win
If you can guarantee
promotion.
you're going to get promoted, and it's either an automatic promotion or go through the playoffs, you go for the playoffs every time.
You'd want to win the league.
A trip
of
to
course.
Wembley and win it.
Exactly. So that's the reason why it's more points. So
Yeah.
it's 3 points for winning the playoffs, and I managed to do that, beating Wimbledon in the final there. I'm disappointed because I thought it would be automatic.
Yeah.
I thought we'd probably win the league. Semi-final, Blackpool.
Well, there you go. So you beat the team that was racing with you then,
Yeah.
really. So that goes to show that's even better, I think.
Unbelievable amount of goals in this playoff. Wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. You look
Jesus
at it,
Christ, look at the semi-finals.
Yeah.
So many goals. In the league table, Barnsley went up as champions with Swansea. So there's a couple of Welsh clubs coming
when you
back
look at
up
the
to
top three,
Championship.
you three were in and out of. I bet you, if you looked at the sort of graphic to say how you were all doing it, I bet you were swapping.
Yeah. Oh, it's top
Oh.
with not a lot left. Swansea had a big rise up. Look.
Yeah.
They come up quite quickly. Oh my God, Barnsley dropped all the way down to there at that point, look. All the way down to 8th.
No one was consistent in that league.
No, not at all. Not at all. Blackpool had a bad drop-off halfway through the season.
That's what lost it for Blackpool, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Lincoln climbed up right at the end there. Wimbledon probably the same.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm up there, Dad. That's the main thing. Jefferson had the most goals in the league, but Paul Mullen also had 20, so that's really good.
Yeah, good, yeah.
Happy with that. Jefferson's up there with Hutchinson. That's 2 lone players, which is annoying because I won't get them the second season.
I'm nervous now.
But will I be overtaking you, or will I just be joining you?
I'm nervous now. I haven't dropped out.
Let's find out. Notts County, 19th. 19th.
I'll take that.
Well done.
I'll
You
take
survived.
that, definitely.
I'm in a position behind Plymouth Argyle as well. 48 points. You survived quite easily because relegation was 32.
Yeah.
So easily, it looks
112,
worse than what it
112.
actually was. Some big clubs going down.
Yeah, surprised with that.
But I know, how far away were you from mid-table? Like 20 points.
Yeah, it's a long way.
That's
innit?
the difference.
It's a long way. That's a lot to make up, innit?
Yeah,
That's a lot to
19
make
points
up.
off Reading, who were in 12th
Yeah.
place. Norwich going up as champions, who you beat on the opening day of the
Yeah,
season.
that's weird, isn't it?
Crazy. The profile, though, you have Macaulay Langstaff, 25 goals, that you are right to play him.
Yeah.
Because that's
I'm glad I'm not
probably
coming.
what's kept you out.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Seddon got the most yellow cards. He was your top
I bet
scorer.
if you went to the lower teams below me, I bet none of their strikers got 25 goals.
God, no. Absolutely not. Definitely not. So Notts County done very well there, probably thanks to Macaulay Langstaff, 25 goals that season. He still had a minus 11 goal difference.
I mean, you look at the lower teams, minus 39, minus 50, minus 66, so...
Yeah. When you did win, you won big. 6-1 against Sheffield United there. We had a 4-0 against Derby. Some big wins there, absolutely.
Yeah.
We didn't have a look at my cup competitions, but we'll have a look
you get
at
on
yours.
against Chelsea, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
we'll hold that. Your cup competitions. Oh, 3rd round by Palace.
Oh, so I had another chance of beating a Premier League
2
side.
chances at the Premier League side to win those extra 2
Oh.
points. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's have a look then at Wrexham. How did I do in the cup competitions? No. 3rd round by Chelsea. And a Northern section by Accrington Stanley. And 3rd round by Lincoln in the FA Cup. That's not good at all.
No.
Never mind. Right. 26 goals from Jefferson, 24 from Paul Mullen, who I'm still unsure of. I don't think he's going to be a starting striker in the Championship. He's just not good enough, in my opinion. He gets injured. Wait, he's injured now. He's literally physically injured right now.
Don't tell me he got injured in training,
Stubbing his toe.
kicking a ball again.
Yeah. Elliot Lee was 17. We got 15 and 16 there from Amari Hutchinson. Notts County, though, Langstaff with 27. And that was it. What happened to Reyes Cleary? I thought you were supposed to be scoring loads of goals for you.
Yeah, come
Your
on.
squad's looking quite small as well, Dad.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Have they given you anything? I'm going to say no. 210k, when you put it into the
Come
wages, is
on.
not going to be a lot at all.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, that's virtually telling me I can't sign anybody, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. You will not be allowed to sign it until that player leaves, who is only on two grand, which will level it up. 2.1. You'd still be minus. You'd be minus £100 over your wage budget once he leaves. You are in trouble. And now I'm joining you in the Championship, so it's all to play for. My transfer budget, 1.7 million. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. Happy days. We go on to season number 4, I guess, and I'll join you in the
This is going to
Championship.
be a long 7 seasons, isn't it?
We'll see, I guess. Let's have a look at the points.
Yes, because of course, gaining promotion through the playoffs gives me 3 points, but most importantly, it means I join my dad in the championship next season, where we can go head-to-head once again. But with dad not winning any points in season number 3, he still sits at 10, whereas I close the gap and taking my tally up to 9.